Built in 1927, the Ahwahnee is the top-notch hotel in the Yosemite Valley. Declared a historic landmark in 1987, the hotel has been host to such notable guests as JFK and Queen Elizabeth. And of course, me. I've had the privilege of going to the Ahwahnee annually for about 10 years now. My family and I first went as a surprise for my mom's 60th birthday when we stayed in one of the cottages. Since then, we have regularly stayed inside the hotel proper and have a specific room we request that has the best view of Half Dome. The Ahwahnee was built to provide a destination for the rich and famous, to get them into Yosemite and from there fall in love with the park's natural beauty. The lobby hosts a bar, a sweet shop with a delicious assortment of truffles, and a gift shop. Looks slightly familiar? The Ahwahnee was the interior design inspiration for the Overlook Hotel in Stanley Kubrick's classic, The Shining. One of the truly most luxurious things you can do at the Ahwahnee is book an in-room massage. Stop by the concierge desk when you arrive or call ahead to schedule yours. But just as a heads up, the massage therapists only take cash, so if you plan to do this, make sure you bring enough. It's definitely well worth it. One of the first things I like to do after checking in is stop by the Ahwahnee Bar for lunch, located just to the left when you enter the hotel. As with every eatery in the park, vegetarian and vegan options are available. This year we tried the nachos and our waitress suggested we swap out pulled pork for the vegetarian chili. We also ordered a giant pretzel, which definitely lived up to its name. My favorite area of the hotel is the Great Room. 80 feet long, over 50 feet wide, and with 24-foot high ceilings, the room is truly great. Floor-to-ceiling windows provide breathtaking views of the surrounding forests and meadows, and a humongous stone fireplace creates a cozy, woodsy feel. A perfect place to camp out with a good book. The Great Room is also where tea is hosted for hotel guests every day from 4 to 5. Flash your room key for a cup of hot tea and tasty cookies. Towards the back of the Great Room are 3 smaller rooms: the Winter Club, the Solarium, and the Mural Room. Displaying vintage photos of winter sports, the Winter Club room is a great place to imagine being out in the snow while staying inside immersed in the warm. This trip, we spent a lot of time in the Solarium at the very far end of the hotel. With the clearest views, this is a great place to work on a puzzle, play a game, or just sit and take in the view while drinking your tea. The third room, and one of my favorites, is the Mural Room, which boasts a whimsical mural featuring local plants and wildlife. Last year we sat in this room with cocktails, reading while we waited for our dinner. For breakfast and at least one dinner, I make sure to head straight to the dining room. Featuring 30-foot ceilings and equally tall windows, the dining room does exactly what the website brags, evokes a feeling of grandness and opulence. While there is no dress code for breakfast, there is for dinner, so make sure you dress to impress, and make sure to try the French onion soup. It's a real winner. Not feeling like dressing up but want the same quality food? That's what room service was made for. Simply call down to place your order and have a 5-star quality feast in your PJs within half an hour. The Ahwahnee is my favorite place to stay, but it is expensive. However, there are ways to make sure you get a good deal. Head over to travelyosemite.com and sign up to be on the email list. This will ensure you get notified about discounts and deals as soon as they're announced. Also, make sure to follow the Ahwahnee on Facebook, which is another way to stay on top of the deals. If you have particular dates you want to visit, go ahead and book and know that you can cancel your reservation 7 days prior to your trip for a full refund. What this means is that if you find a better deal, you can cancel and book for the better price without losing any money. For the past 2 years, the Ahwahnee has been offering a book 2 nights and get the third free deal between January and March. This can save you upwards of $500. If Yosemite isn't covered in snow, there are tons of fun activities to do throughout the valley. My favorite low-key hike, even in the snow, is the Lower Falls hike, which is a little over a mile and gives you a spectacular view of the falls. One of my favorite things to do is rent bikes and take a pedal around the valley floor. There's a bike rental stand next to the pool by the Yosemite Lodge. Rentals are available April through November from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the rate of $12 an hour or $34 for the day. Yosemite also has its own library branch, which is part of the Mariposa County Library System. This trip, we discovered another fun activity, doing puzzles. The gift shops have tons of beautiful puzzles, perfect for gifts or in-room puzzle time. It's undeniable that Yosemite is a beautiful place to visit, but what's the best way to get there? My go-to choice for transportation is always Yosemite Area Regional Transportation System, or YARTS for short. Hop on board at the Merced Transpo Center, which has 72-hour parking, and spend a couple of hours worry-free gazing out the window at the beautiful scenery. This is the perfect choice if your car is not equipped for driving in the snow, or if you don't want the stress of driving in winter weather. YARTS drops off and picks up at the Yosemite Valley Visitor Center, which is right next to Degnan's Kitchen, a great choice for a to-go breakfast sandwich and coffee before starting your journey back home. But our trip isn't over once we get off YARTS. No road trip is truly finished without a stop to Anderson's Pea Soup in Santa Nella. A roadside staple since 1924, you'll want to make sure you order your soup with all the toppings. Feeling super hungry? Order an endless soup bowl and see if you can beat my record of 5 bowls. Visiting Yosemite and the Ahwahnee is something I look forward to every year. I hope to see you someday in the Great Room at Tea or cycling around the valley floor. Thanks for watching.